This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so welcome back everyone. We have looked into what should be the content in your minutes of meeting document, and we have looked into how you can create a very simple wireframe. Of course, you can make it as detailed as possible if you want, but to arrive at a conclusion on some points, you need to have a visual representation, like how a screen could typically have all these details. So, if you want from that perspective, having something to this extent should be enough. To make it a little bit more appealing, you can of course make it more descriptive and all, or a little bit more. You can add colors of the background and all that stuff. It's up to you. Okay, so we have looked into these things now to drive these details further. So what you have got to know till now is actually not complete, because so what you have got to understand is, okay, there's going to be a page like this, and then you'll have a link, something called notify me, which the customer can click and mention that I want this product. Fine. Now you need to get to the more details of the question. So what happens? What should happen? Okay, as a customer, I've clicked on this notify me. A window has appeared over here, which says that okay, we have got your details. We have noted down that you want this particular product. So now think from Amazon's perspective. How will the website know uh, what product it is known? Of course, the customer is on this particular screen and clicks on notify me here under this specific size option. So okay, iPhone 15. Maybe color selection is already done here. By default it is blue, so it is highlighted here. So sorry, black. So black 250 GB, below this there's a link. So the product details are there, but customer, which customer is expecting to be notified when this product is back in stock? How will it know? If you are already told, yes, of course it is correct. You would have logged in, right? So when you log in, you how do you log in? You might have already created your account on Amazon, when you'd have add all of your details, your mobile number, your address, your payment option, default if it is there something, then your name, all those details you would have added, created an account, and only then you're allowed to make purchases. But if you see here, I'm not logged in yet, right? So without logging in, I've directly come to this particular screen and I've clicked on this notify me. So will Amazon be able to identify that it is Ranjit who is actually trying to make this purchase? No. So there are two scenarios here. One scenario number one is when the customer is logged in initially. Okay, clicks on this, clicks on sign in, signs into this particular website, and then comes to this page. In that scenario, Amazon knows that okay, it is Ranjit who is trying to find this product. So I have to notify Ranjit that this when this particular product is back in stock. But if the user has not logged in, what should happen? When the customer clicks on notify me, instead of showing the pop-up window which we discussed earlier, what should instead happen is you should force the customer to log in, saying that you're not logged in, please log in, and then take the customer to this particular section which comes when you click on sign in, something like this. And when the customer signs in, then take him back to this particular page, right? And then that notification should be clicked, and that window should appear, pop-up window, which says that hello Ranjit, we have received your request for being notified when this particular variant is back in stock. We'll let you know as soon as possible. Fine. So that is one thing. We are just getting into the details and seeing how it really works, the details and all, right? The requirements, details and all. Because unless and until you have this clarity, you cannot tell the developers how what should be developed, right? So you're getting it. You're understanding. Okay, there should be a link. Then you first try to understand which this link should be there for which type of products, which segment, all those things. Then you got to understand which screen it should have. That you understood. Then you're trying to see what should happen when you click on that particular link. You got to see two scenarios: logged in customer, not logged in customer. Both, you try to get the customer logged in and then you show a pop-up window. That is fine. Then what? Now let me tell you a scenario. A scenario could be of something like, let's say instead of iPhone 15, no, let me check. iPhone 6, is it available? No. So it's the iPhone 7. refurbished iPhone 8. Okay, Apple iPhone 8 is there. Let's go with iPhone 8. Okay, so now this is a product which is little outdated, right? I mean, as we speak, iPhone 15 has got launched, and a customer wants to go for an iPhone, but not able to spend that much, so wants to go for something which is a sort of an older model. So wants to purchase iPhone 8. Looks very weird with one camera. Oh, okay, fine. So iPhone 8 is something which is there, and here if you see, there are not much of options available right there as such. Okay, so let's say that okay, this is the particular thing which is available, and customer wants to purchase it. It says this particular feature is this particular stock is not there. Click on notify me. Customer clicks on notify me. A pop-up comes up, says that okay, we'll get back to you once the product is back in stock with us. And now the client Amazon, which is there, which has received this request, tries to get this product from the market and make it available for the customer who wants to purchase this. Now let's say Amazon got to know that this product is not available in the market at all. Okay, so in this scenario, customer has expressed an interest by looking into this particular product page by clicking on notify, and Amazon has told the customer that okay, we'll give you this product when it is back in stock. When it went back to replenish the stock for iPhone 8, it has realized that it is not there in the market. What is the next thing that it will do? It will wait for this product to be manufactured and provided in the market. But it gets to know that Apple has discontinued making this product because it is looking at the latest models. So iPhone 8 has already got obsolete. No more manufacturing is happening. So there is no way in which Amazon can fulfill this particular request. What should it do? So this is like an exception scenario. Like out of 100 odd customers taking a sample, how many of them will really request for an old outdated model? Very few. And out of those, how many will stick to a particular product? Now, yeah, okay, I want to purchase iPhone 8. If iPhone 8 is not there, I'll think, okay, my bad, let me go for iPhone 9. I search for iPhone 9 and I might, end up purchasing XS Max. Is that okay, fine, let me spend a little bit more and go for it. I might think like this, why will I just stick to iPhone 8 itself? So we're talking about a rare scenario of customer wanting an outdated product, and even more rare is sticking to that particular variant and saying, no, I want this only, and then clicking on notify me. And then even more rare is that Amazon is not able to replenish that stock at all. Okay, it's like rarest of the rarest scenarios, but still you need to handle that, or else what, your system is at fault. It has not fixed this particular scenario. Then what happens? It leads to some weird situation which can be even misused by the customers. Okay, so what should happen here is, it'll when such a situation comes, Amazon has to send another notification to the customer saying that okay, you wanted to purchase this product, but we got to know that it is no more available in the market, and the manufacturers also stopped manufacturing it. So would you, so you're saying that okay, this is not available, you can give that information. Do you want to add any more information? How about telling the customer, would you rather like to purchase these products which are also of the same range, and give two, three more options? Make sense? So you're still trying to retain the customer, though you're not able to fulfill that particular variant order request from the customer, right? So this is how businesses actually get more and more customers, and more business from every existing customer and all, right? So this is an exception scenario which you need to handle. The other exception scenario could be that okay, you wanted to fulfill a particular stock, but it is in huge demand. If we talk about the latest product, iPhone 15, so customer wants a specific variant which is not there. So has he has seen this particular link, clicked on notify me, got a pop-up window saying that okay, we'll notify you when the product is back in stock within next few days. And Amazon has seen that okay, within next 2 3 days also it's not coming, it's not getting launched, or Apple is releasing this particular stock, but then people are like crazily purchasing it, and within seconds of getting released, that new stock is also getting fulfilled. Then what should happen? Then might be you need to send some messages in between also to the customer saying that sorry for the delay, we are still trying to fulfill your request, but then you know what, there has been a huge demand for it because of which you're not able to do, but we will get back to you. And if Amazon feels it's not enough, they might add in something saying that meanwhile please make use of this, you know, something like, 1,000 rupees voucher, or $10 voucher that we are giving you so that you can make any other purchase on Amazon. So you're trying to entice the customer to spend by giving some vouchers and keeping them, uh, cool down, so that they don't really get agitated saying that how come you told that you'll notify and you're not notified yet. So these are again some scenarios you need to consider. Now again, okay, when we talk about this communication, how does that happen? Click on notify me, show the pop-up, display the details. After that, when you want to tell the customer when the product is back in stock, how do you tell the customer? One is, of course, you can add a notification on the app. Customer uses the app and give a notification, which will be like, you can't see it on the website here, I think, but if I signed in, maybe I can get the notification symbol or something like that. But okay, on the app, give a notification to the customer saying that, the product which you wanted is back in stock. Are there any other options? How about sending an SMS? Yeah, of course, you can send an SMS because Amazon has your mobile number. It can send an SMS to you saying that, you wanted to purchase this variant, right? Good news, we have it back in stock with us. Come back and purchase. How about sending an email? That is even better. So send an email also to the customer saying that your product that you wanted to purchase, for which your created notification is there, please come back to the website and purchase. So you're creating a web mail also to the customer. So you can send a notification, app notification, you can send an SMS, you can send a email. Now the next question is, do you want to keep the content same in all these three channels? Consistent. Makes sense. Maybe you can add just one line notification, just one line SMS, but one line email. That doesn't look good, right? So what do? You can actually mention more information in email because you have more space which can be utilized properly. So you can actually add images of the product which the customer wanted to purchase in the email. You cannot do that in an SMS, right? You cannot do that because SMS is like, the very abbreviation of it is short message service. It should be just a few lines. It should not have these multiple images and too many of links and all that. So you need to keep SMS short and sweet. You need to give a notification which is easy to read even without opening it, and then you have to give a mail which can have descriptions. You see, so many things are there when you think of this small notifying feature. So that's how, the more and more you get into the details, the more and more you understand. And if you might not have observed, our illustrative example video and the next video and this one all are running a little longer than the other usual videos because I'm actually trying to give you a better understanding of how these requirements usually get captured. Okay, it's good for you if you really spend enough time to understand these things properly, so that tomorrow if you face a question based on some case studies or something like that in the interview, you will be able to answer by putting yourself in the shoes of business analyst. If you really focus on what we are doing in this illustrative example and then spend enough time on the capstone project. Okay, fair enough. So let me also take you to that document. Okay, so this was what I was telling you. Okay, so this is how it has been mentioned. Notify me. Front end is nothing but what is appearing on the screen will be the front end. Back end is what happens at the technical side of it. Like for example, for a particular iPhone 15, uh, one, so 256 GB gold color or yellow color variant, let's say 1,000 people have expressed their interest that they are waiting for it to be released again, the stock, so they can purchase. Now this information has to be stored at the backend, so maybe a database is created which will clearly list down all the people, the list of people, customer name, ID, and the product variant, and the date on which the notification was raised, and then how many days have passed by since that date to till the current day. You maintain this database. That's something which happens at the backend, right? So these things will be part of it. So now here, if you see, And this is just a sample document which was prepared by one of the uh, trainees. So it says not all auto stock model will have notify me feature turned on. Example of the model is already end of life. What is this end of life? We spoke about it. If a particular model has gone out of stock and is obsolete, even the manufacturer has stopped the production of that particular model of smartphone, so it is end of life, it is not going to reach, so you'll not have this feature at all for that such products. Notify me link itself will not provide. The scenario which I spoke about is that gap where it was available in the market, customers clicked on notify me, but before that product could be assigned to this customer, it has gone out of stock. But usually, if it is not the case, then you do not keep that link itself to that end of life product. Okay, that is one thing. Then you're saying where it should be. User upon reaching the phone details page in the event if the variant is out of stock, quantity is one, then a link should be displayed to the customer. And what should happen when the customer clicks on it? System shall enforce the user to log in if the customer has not logged in. After login completed, system shall display user email auto-populated from login, not editable. Hmm. When does this point actually, but what should happen is you should display the details of the customer's contact in the pop-up window saying that hello Ranjit or hey Ranjit, we have received your request, we will notify you on the below details when the item is back in stock, and then you mention email and give the email id which is there in the account details, and then you also mention the phone number and add the phone number which is in the account details. Now, the next point from my side is, let's say that as of now you are living in city A, you have created an Amazon account and you have been making purchases. Then, because of your job change or something, you have shifted to city B. Your email ID will still remain the same, but your phone number might change. If you have not ported your mobile number, then you might take another mobile number, another SIM in your new city where you're staying, and you might be using that. Now you might have stopped using the initial SIM, which was the mobile number which was registered in your account, Amazon. So if Amazon sends any SMS to that initial account, then you'll not receive it. Then this notification being sent to SIM1 is not going to help. So in that pop-up, it can in fact ask you saying that this is the email to which your email will be sent. This is the mobile number to which your SMS will be sent. If you want to change, give a small option to edit the mobile number. So customer can click on edit, change the mobile number, update the mobile number, so that if the new mobile number is there, SMS will be sent to that. Okay, so that is how you communicate. Then what you're doing, you're again saying that you want to restrict one customer to be raising a notify me request only once. Why again? These all things, when you get into details, you'll realize. So let's say for example, I have raised a request for this particular variant, and then I saw that outside in the market now there are a lot of people who are actually waiting for this. So how about me raising order for 10 or 20 such units of this particular variant, and I can do the selling at a higher price to my neighbors and other people in my network who are waiting for this. So I'm actually misusing Amazon. That should not be allowed. So you want to put a restriction saying that by capturing the mobile number, email ID, and the client customer ID, I will restrict this customer only to purchase one variant. Raise a request of notify only one time for a quantity of one. So that is one thing. Then once the customer is registered, then what should happen? You're going to send a message. See what is the message here? You're telling a message to the customer saying that your email address has been registered for notification when the particular item comes back to stock. Then system shall trigger an email to user. An action item is here content. The user to provide the email content for this acknowledgement email. So you're going to send one email to the customer when the customer has clicked on notify me saying that you have received your request. Then after a few days, you'll send another email when the item is back in stock saying please come back, click on it, purchase it. When the customer purchases, then you send another email saying that successfully you have created an order. We'll deliver the product as soon as possible to you. Okay, this is the front end. And then if the system is that is duplicate submission, Means I have raised a request for one particular variant, and again I have logged in, again I have raised. Then you send another message saying that you're not eligible for the second product, something like that. Okay. And the backend, what should happen? Backend batch job should pick up the requests that are 1 day old. Means as of say today's, for example, today is the 10th of January. It is not, but let's assume this 10th of January, 100 people have raised a request. 11th of January, 200 people have raised a request. 13th of January, 500 people have raised a request. I think it's always better to put it in a like this. Okay. So let's say Jan 10th, 100 for iPhone 15 old 256 GB. Okay. On Jan 11th, another 200 people have raised request. On Jan 12th, another 150 customers have raised request. Now on Jan 13th, let's assume that you have got the stock replenished. Okay, means stock is back with Amazon. How much is available? Let's say 300 or 350. 350 units have been received by Amazon on as of Jan 13th. Now, who should be given sent this acknowledgement, send this mail that please come back to the website and make the purchase? Should you send first to these 150 and then to the 200 and then 200, or vice versa? You want to fulfill that request which has been pending since long, right? So first you'll fulfill this 100. Then you see out of 350, when you send request to 100 people, 100 customers informed. Okay. Then what happened? 250 units are still available right now. Left. Now you send it to another 200 people. Then what happens? Only 50 units left. So you're not going to send it to all the 150, right? You should not send a message to the remaining 100 whom you cannot provide this particular product. So you'll send only to the 50 people on the 150, and 100 people will be sent a apology mail saying that we still need some more time to fulfill your product. So your SMS content will change. So you run a batch job at the back end, see how many customers are waiting for the product, and then according to that you send the message. In fact, here I don't have, but there was a list of sample email, sample SMS that can be sent to the customer and all that things. I'll try to check it, and we'll discuss that in the next video. Okay. So these are the points to understand. We will discuss a little bit more, and I'll also tell you. So right now you have seen minutes of meeting, you have seen wireframe. We need to look at how you can create a BRD out of it, and how you can create a user stories out of it, and how you can create test cases out of it. Okay, so let's look into all of these or a part of these things in the next segment. Okay, we'll stop here for this segment for now. Okay, thanks everyone.